Synastry D, where I love to throw some flavor and simplicity onto astrology, relationships, and synastry, though. That's my specialty. Yes. So, I am doing this video because it was requested by someone a long time ago, which is really awesome because I remembered you and I remembered that you requested this video. And I did think it was a very important topic, because of, especially this time period that we're in. I'm recording this video around December, around the holidays. So it's like everybody's kind of lost in this 12th house, right? This 12th house deal. And almost, you can't say that because for some people they don't experience any 12th house issues during the holidays, and some people do have a lot of planets that go towards their 12th house. So let me focus now. This video is on Venus in the 12th house. What does it mean when someone's Venus falls into your 12th house? And I want to go into this video in depth, and I did it individually because this is a heartbreak house. This is the house where people really get their fucking feelings hurt, in the 12th house. All right? Someone's Venus goes there. We have to, and like I said, I'm going to break it down into the higher and the lower octave of what can go down with Venus in the 12th house. You want your Venus aspected well. What planets are in your 12th house? What sign is ruling your 12th house? How does their Venus act in your chart amongst your other planets? How does it act in its own chart? Because we always wonder how people are going to treat us. But how the hell are they treating themselves? That is the clearest indication. You know somebody that'll sit there and abuse themselves, don't drink water all day, don't eat right, and then you expect them to come and love on you? For real, they're not loving on themselves. So they're definitely not going to love on you. And if you get it, it's not going to be a good quality because that person is just going to keep taking from themselves and giving to you. And eventually be nothing in the end. So you really want to understand what goes into the 12th house sometimes gets lost in the 12th house. The 12th house is a house of loss. It's a house of very, very far away places. I had to put on my timer so I don't run my mouth now. I can talk. But it's a house of very far away distance. Okay? It's a place of asylums, closed places, very private places. So on a higher octave, that's a place of private, that's where you have sex, is in the 12th house. Unless some people like it in public and all that stuff. But that private bedroom, special place is the 12th house. So they say sometimes when the person, that Venus comes in the 12th, then you have a lot of nice pleasures with that person, a lot of private pleasures that no one knows about. So you guys are not, having sex in front of nobody, no voyeurism, nothing. This is like very sensual, low-key stuff that no one can know about, right? So I'm still on the higher octave though. I'm still on the higher octave. So this person, that Venus brings a sacrifice. The 12th house person makes the Venus person want to sacrifice their love, their Venus, for the 12th house person, right? So this is where we hear, I want you to be happy. I'm going to sacrifice my happiness right now so that you can reach your goals. I know I want to be with you, but I know you'll be happier without me, right? So this is that higher kind of love. This is unconditional love. Under the condition that you are not with me, I still love you and wish you well. So this is still higher octave now. Venus in the 12th house, this is a deeply creative imagination. Oh, well, that's transit. I'm not talking about that. But yeah, no. This Venus person can bring that to you. A beautiful sense of imagination. They can, help you sleep and have really nice dreams, awesome insights, This is a spiritual type of love. This is a very, I don't know what the hell that noise was. Oh, it's time to move, y'all. I'm about to come West Coast on some real shit. But anyway, does this person bring you that fantasy type of love? Because this is also Venus and Neptune kind of working together. Do they bring you an ideal? Do they kill the ideal? Right? So on a lower octave now, Venus gets in the 12th house. Now with the 12th, we also have a longing. right? Longing of a distance. There is something that is far away from us that we want, but we can't quite grasp it. Because, you know, the 12th house is not a graspy house. It's a house of loss. It's a house of no boundaries. So that Venus goes in there, they're kind of lost. You yearn for them. So sometimes the 12th house person will yearn for that Venus person and long for them, because under some circumstance, their love cannot be manifested and seen, right? Because it's in the subconscious. The love is like drowning in the subconscious. How that person is like, and even on a more mundane level, it's like, oh, you like me? Girl, I didn't even know you were into me like that, for real. I didn't even notice you. You wear something really sweet and beautiful, and you want that person, your Venus falls into this person's 12th house, they might not recognize it. They might not be able to see, like, you didn't just see me flirting with you. You didn't just see me like begging you, trying to get your number and get with you. No, I didn't. Your Venus is in my 12th house of things that are hidden and hidden from me, myself. So, I mean, it might even take me a while to even realize that you like me or to even manifest the relationship. The Venus person could be longing secretly for the 12th house person, or the 12th house person, vice versa, could be secretly longing. These are secret relationships. These are people that are unavailable. All right. Usually maybe the 12th house person, or probably the Venus person, is unavailable in some type of way. Right. And they go into that 12th house person, and now they become a longed for object because they're with somebody else. You know, these are affairs. These are definitely affairs. I'm going to leave him for you. Sure you are. That type of effect. You know what I mean? You just wait, and I'm going to leave this person for you. Because, you know, the 12th house is also the house of self-undoing, right? Self-sabotage. So that Venus person could really just be keeping you holding on, lingering on as long as you can. You know what I'm saying? Because it's beautiful and romantic and spiritual to them. You know what I mean? So now it's almost like a persecution here, held hostage, that you are allowing, that you allow, because you feel love is sacrifice, right? Because sometimes, you know, coming from the 12th house, it's like love is about sacrificing. Love is about losing yourself and loss and all that. That's Venus in the 12th house. You know, you might feel that way. You might feel lost with this person. Is that okay? Is that cute? I don't think so. I don't want that shit. I don't want to fall nowhere for nobody. You know what I'm saying? I want to stay on the ground. I want to, you know, be in love. I don't want to fall in that shit. But anyway, some people want to fall in love, and that's fine. Y'all go fall. So anyway, you know, with that being said, that's definitely Venus in the 12th house, falling in love, romanticism, right? Over romanticized. This is also like spiritual love. This is like being in love with a ghost. To be honest with you, this could be a phantom of love that comes into your life. You know, the Venus person, you know, feeling like that other person could be a phantom in their life. Venus person, good sleep. I mean, on a basic mundane level, they can just help you sleep better. You know, the spiritual component, though, is always there. You know, what's on the other side of this love? What is there? So this is why I say, though, that this is very heartbreaking. This can be very heartbreaking when someone's Venus is in your 12th house. You have to make it very, very clear what you want from this person and keep continuing to check in with that person. You know, this is a crush. This is somebody that, you know, I say, if you're working with somebody and they're your business partner and you find that their Venus is in your 12th house, secretly. And they may never, ever, and that's the thing about the 12th house. The 12th house is about sacrificing. They may never, ever tell you that they like you. It just might not come out. That is the nature of their Venus, to be in that hidden sector of your life, to be hidden from you, to almost feel like it's a loss, you know, to lose it. I think they say to remedy that, you have a partner whose Venus falls in your 12th house, go to faraway places with them. Travel, you know, to other countries with them, and be in isolated places, meditate with them, go on long spiritual journeys with them as well. Haikus, I think they're called. No, that's not a haiku. That's a part of a poem. But, you know, go on a journey, a spiritual journey with your partner, you know, that has Venus in the 12th house, to make that keep working. Do creative things with them, you know, water sports. I don't know. Just make sure that you are catering to the side of them that is in that elusive side of your life. You know, make sure you are seeing them for who they are. you know, for the beautiful person. It might be tough for you to even see them as attractive because their Venus is hidden from you. Or, you know, you might feel as the Venus person, like, God, they don't even see me. They don't see how cute I am. I wore the cutest outfit to work today and they can't even tell. You know, all that stuff. So with Venus in the first house, I highly recommend that if someone's Venus falls into your 12th or your Venus falls into somebody's 12th, that you come straight up with them, with whether you like them or not. And like I said, even if you do, you may feel inadequate around them if it's a poorly aspected Venus. And it's also the house of hidden enemies. So, you know, that person can be a like sweet distraction to you to make you undo yourself. Their Venus is in your 12th house. So it's like, come party, come have some sweets, eat this, you know, enjoy these foods that you're not sure you didn't know you're allergic to, or you're not sure is like totally giving you fucking diabetes. You know what I'm saying? And you just eating up that candy. It's just so sweet and nice and sweet and nice. And next thing you know, you have undid yourself. And now you've made yourself sick with that Venus challenge. So once again, be careful. It's the house of self-undoing. You're married to this amazing woman. Somebody's Venus comes into your 12th house. Next thing you know, you're thinking about creeping. You know what I'm saying? You know, or you're having a 12th house challenge. You're thinking about creeping. You know, they're about to make you undo everything that you've built in your marriage. So be very careful with that. Because like I said, it's the aspect of affairs, of the forbidden loves, all that stuff. So I recommend to be very careful. You can have a marriage with that, but just don't expect. I mean, you just have to constantly keep looking for them. You have to make sure that you acknowledge them fully if you're really going to be with this person with that 12th house. And usually if you're planning to be together and it's worked out where you guys are together, actually together, and not in some long distance shit, if you actually manage to come together during with someone's Venus in your 12th house, then I mean, that's awesome. And that means this is a very spiritual bond and you guys can do tantric sex together and like meditate before you have sex. I think that's awesome. You know, clear out the energy, make sure everything's real nice and good before you get your bump and grind on. All that stuff is beautiful in manifesting. So, you know, there's great stuff that you can do with Venus in the 12th house, but it is, you know, if you're not mature in a sense of how to give universal, unconditional love, then it's a challenge for you. Then you just feel like you got, you know, or you feel like you were swindled into love in some kind of thing. Somebody was hiding from you, pretending to be one thing and not another. You know, this is the friend that you find out has loved you all these years, but never wanted to tell you because they didn't want to sacrifice the friendship. All that is Venus in the 12th house. So I hope you've liked, shared, and subscribed to this page, Astro D, and I hope you hit me up on Instagram. My name is Diarisha, aka Astro DEE Stars, aka Astro D. All right, and I'm here bringing you astrology real simple and easy. And I hope you enjoyed this video.